Do you know the key reasons for some of the biggest problems in our lives? You chalk gaya na? It may sound surprising and almost unbelievable, but trust me when I say perspective is the key reason. So the question in your mind is how, right? So let me answer this with the help of a story. You perhaps must have heard of this ancient parable, the blind man and the elephant. If you haven't, there were six blind men who wanted to determine the shape of the elephant. So these six brave men approached the elephant and used their heightened sense, that is touch. Here's what happened. The first man said the elephant is like a wall because he touched the massive body of the elephant. The second man claimed that it is like a spear as he grabbed his pointed tusk. The third man thought it is like a snake as he held his long trunk. The fourth felt it is like a tree as he clung on his thick leg. The fifth one said the elephant is like a rope as he pulled the elephant's wiggly tail. The last and the sixth man was Spider-Man Nikla. He managed to climb up the elephant and reached his fanning ear. He disdainfully announced, "The elephant is neither a wall, spear, or snake, nor it is like a tree or a rope, but the elephant is actually like a fan." Like really? Like really? Like really? So, what did we learn from this parable? You're absolutely correct if you're wondering that everybody in this group of six men were right and were also wrong at the same time. Each one of them was right, as it was his individual reality which was formed from his unique experience. This individual reality, formed or created by our unique experience or experiences, is what we call our perspective, don't we? Three things to know about perspective. Number one, everyone will have their own perspective about a person, a religion, humanity, a political party, history, country, thing, you name it. Number two, perspective can be right and it can also be wrong at the same time, as it is the manifestation of our unique experience or experiences. Number three, creating perspective is an involuntary human tendency. And guess what? You will create one even if you choose not to have. Because you cannot stop experiencing in your life, can you? Coming to why are we saying that perspective is one of the key reasons for some of the biggest problems in our lives? And what are these big problems? As a general human tendency, we trust our own perspective. And naturally, we become rigid to accept anybody else's. चलो ये भी ठीक है. I mean, this is considerably fair that you may want to protect your perspective and live with it. However, what is wrong is to force our perspective on others, which subsequently leads to the biggest problems of our life. Problems such as disagreement, disharmony, discord, division, and the biggest of all, disunity. A lot of this is, right? Discouraging, isn't it? This is applicable in all sorts of relationships. Let's say I'm a cleanliness freak, but my partner doesn't prioritize it. So my perspective is that the most beautiful homes are the tidiest ones. Says who? Similarly, as a parent, you may want your child to be a chartered accountant, which will earn him substantial wealth. Wealth is important according to your perspective, but your child believes that he will do wonders if he becomes a filmmaker instead, which will enrich his life with creativity. So, life with a purpose perhaps is far more important than wealth according to your child's perspective. Some of us may think as a citizen that problems on earth are yet to be addressed, then discovering new ones on the moon, while some others may think a lunar mission will put our country on a higher pedestal in the global map. Money is essential according to someone's perspective, while some may believe it is relationship. And the list will go on. Let us now observe 15 seconds of silence to mull over this good for thought and recall how many times did we argue or simply had a disconnect in our relationship because of our perspective. So remember, having a perspective is not a problem. Believing in your perspective and protecting it is also not a problem to a large extent. The problem is enforcing our perspective on others. The good news is that there is a solution, and the solution lies in agreeing to coexist. And sometimes, kabhi kabhi, we should try and understand others' perspective as well. And finally, as they all say about perspective is like a thumbprint. Everyone has one, but it is always unique. This is my perspective about perspective. Do let me know yours in the comments. Hope this helps. Happy learning. Thank you so much.